Sau đây ban tổ chức xin trân trọng giới thiệu và kính mời giáo sư Yasuhiro Yamada, trợ lý đặc biệt của Chủ tịch Viện Nghiên cứu Kinh tế ASEAN và Đông Á. Xin trân trọng kính mời.
Dr. Nguyễn Lam, Deputy General Director of Ministry of Health, Vietnam. Dr. Naomi Kitahara, UNFPA Representative, Vietnam. Ms. Anami Midori, Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare of Japan. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. On behalf of the Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, or ERIA, one of the co-organizers of this workshop, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this forum, Aging, Population and Health. As you may have seen in the concept note, this event has two objectives. One is the launch of the findings of longitude study of aging and health in Vietnam, which was sponsored and advised by ERIA, and was practically implemented by the Institute of Population, Health and Development, or PHAD, in close partnership with GOPFP. Another objective is the promotion of community-based care in Vietnam, focusing on the activities of population collaborators of GOPFP, who are supposed to play a pivotal role in the development of care providing systems in Vietnam. In my understanding, the development of this system is supported by UNFPA, which is also one of the co-organizers. In line with its life cycle approach, which involves all generations in communities. Today, in this room, we come together representing various sectors related to population aging, policymakers, population collaborators from several provinces, academia, and international organizations. I hope, as a result of today's multi-sector discussion, from basic science to practices on site, through policy making, will succeed in paving the way for the synergetic outcome to achieve healthy, active, and productive aging, which ASEAN Kuala Lumpur Declaration on Aging in 2015 promotes. Now, please let me make a brief introduction about ERIA, our organization. ERIA is a Jakarta-based international think tank established in 2008 following an agreement of the East Asia Summit. We have 16 member countries, 10 ASEAN member states, Australia, China, Japan, Korea, and New Zealand. We are mandated to make policy recommendations for promoting economic integration, narrowing the development gap, and sustainable development, mainly targeting ASEAN member states. We are also encouraged by the leaders of ASEAN member states to support host countries of ASEAN Summit as a Sherpa organization. One recent example is our publication of 4-volume book titled ASEAN Vision 2040 to contribute the policy-making process for this year's ASEAN Summit, which hosted by Thailand. And next year, Vietnam will host the ASEAN Summit. ERIA is ready to work with Vietnamese government for policy development. That is one of the reasons why I am now in Hanoi. So, and if you have any suggestion for the collaboration with ERIA, please and feel free to contact me. My office in the CIAM, Central Institute for Economic Management. By the way, our activities have at first been limited to the issue related to the economy, trade, industry, and energy, which are covered under the ASEAN Economic Community. But for several years now, we have been expanding the field of activities into the issue of under the pillar of ASEAN socio-cultural community, such as agriculture, environment, etc. Population aging is one of the topics which ERIA has newly included in its activity recently. In 2017, 2 years ago, ERIA received a contribution from the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan. This contribution was provided as one of the actions of the Japanese government related to its Asia Health and Well-being Initiative. This initiative was launched in 2016, with the aim of promoting regional cooperation to create vibrant and healthy societies where people can enjoy long and productive lives. Using this contribution, ERIA has been conducting several studies under the following 4 pillars. First one, health expectancy. Second, demand and supply of long-term care. Third, skill transfer by cross-border caregivers. And fourth, aging-related businesses. This study is one of such studies categorized as a study on health expectancy. As you may have already supposed, this study was made possible thanks to the contribution of the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare of Japan. Luckily, we have a special guest from the Minister of today, Ms. Hanami-san. Thank you very much for coming to Hanoi. We are very happy to show you the outcome of the project utilizing the contribution of your minister. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the process of very rapid change in the society. The change of population structure is one of the most remarkable change of our society. Who would have imagined society where more than 1 in 3 persons are 60 years old or more, as in contemporary Japan? You may think this is an extreme example of the country which has the most age structure in the world. But Vietnam is not the exception, as Dr. Lang and Dr. Tara already mentioned remarks. As a result of low fertility and improvement of life expectancy, Vietnam will reach such a status in half a century or so. I would like to stress here, however, we must not forget this is the natural consequence of our great success in the development of health science and public health. We have the responsibility to hand this success to our children and grandchildren as an advantage of humanity rather than the burden. I believe the key to coping with population aging is definitely the improvement of health expectancy, so that we will have more older people who actively participate in social and economic activities. In this regard, we achieved the comprehensive information on the reality faced by older people through this longitudinal study of aging and health in Vietnam, from health status to healthcare utilization, economic well-being, and care provision. I believe this study succeeded in providing indispensable information for policy making to improve health expectancy and to establish societies with healthy, active, and productive aging. Of course, community-based care, which is promoted with the life cycle approach, is an essential component to create such a society. This project is continuing. We will visit the same respondent probably next year. After the second survey, we will achieve real longitudinal data, and it will enable us to make analysis on the factors which are directly linked to health expectancy. I declare today, ERIA will surely support the next survey, and I believe it will provide highly valuable information for the policy making to improve health expectancy in Vietnam and even for the region. Our colleagues and friends in Vietnam, especially GO, PFP, and PAD, and the people who participated in the study field, I'd like to cordially request you to continue supporting us for the next survey. Lastly, I really want to address each project members of this longitudinal surveys, from field interviewer to advisory committee members, to convey my gratitude to each, but because of time constraint, please allow me to limit my verbal praise to two board members. Dr. Pu Kong Wen, the principal investigator for the study. Thank you very much for your outstanding leadership and careful consideration of the whole project chief. And Professor Yasuhiko Saito, the co-principal investigator of this project. Thank you very much for your effective supervision and insightful suggestions. With hope and confidence that the outcome of this survey will be fully utilized by all stakeholders involved with population aging related issues, from government to international organization, academia, civil organization, or private sector, for the realization of healthy, active, and productive aging. I'd like to stop my speech here. Thank you very much.